Hi Mr Macklin, following our earlier conversation whilst you were on the train, I'm going to do a walk around video as promised of the Jaguar XK. I will be critical as if you're here yourself, so please don't put off by anything, but obviously I've got to be as honest as possible to save wasting anybody's time. So you'll see the car's there with bonnet up. I'm just going to walk up, obviously show you the engine bay first of all. As you can see, I mean, most of it obviously is covers nowadays, as you know, but looking at main items like the nuts and so on there, and your hinges, etc., all obviously in good order, not sort of rusted or corroded excessively. And as I say, there's not a lot really that you can see from the top of these nowadays. I will just zoom in there to say walking around. As you know, the car was recently serviced and MOT'd at one of our local preferred garages. Just so you've got it as a sort of quick reference, double check if you like. Chassis number obviously very clear and visible in the windscreen itself. Just going to pop that down, and then I'll have a proper walk around for you accordingly. So we've got very front of the vehicle, obviously, as you can see. I've been around this a couple of times, and I will just, as I say, point out what I've noted. I think that is a previous touch-in, and the rest may be not quite so bad. There is a tiny mark here. Again, this is going to look far worse on the video than it does in real life, but I'll be honest, it is there. That is a slight scratch. Coming round, you've got offside front. That's all in good order. There's no scratches or scuffs to comment on there. You did mention tyres. I'm hoping you can see that on the video. Tyres of good, well, certainly the offside front of very good tread. Coming round, so you've got offside front wing. Again, there's no parking dents. There's nothing I can highlight on here at all. You've got your chrome finisher there obviously, and that's all in good order. Driver's mirror, again, in good working order, and you know, not marked or scuffed at all. And there are no parking dents down the driver's door or scratches that I'm aware of at all. There's a couple of very tiny little marks there. Again, this is going to look worse on the video, but a couple of tiny little marks there. No dents, just light marks. So may well polish out, and we can certainly have a go. But they are currently there. Just coming round. So the seat was reconalised probably, well, just on 3 years ago, I suppose. So the seat squab is in good order. There are some slight markings, as you'll see, on the bolster here. No rips or tears, but there's just a slight couple of markings. I'll just hone in on those there, but not gone through at all. Rest of the seat in good order, and all works. And you'll probably be aware you've got all of your electric controls for the seating just on the door panel just here. Getting into the car now. I'll fire up. And you'll see we're all good. The only two warning lights left are that I have left the door open, of course, and that I haven't put my seatbelt on. The door warning gone, and obviously clock has come up with the digital miles per hour in the centre. You've got your main screen infotainment, whatever you want to call it. So you're on climate at the moment. You've got the audio setting obviously accordingly. You've got your back button just in the bottom corner. You've then got your navigation. If I just agree, I'm not going anywhere, but navigation obviously comes up accordingly. Obviously you heard that the radio is in working order. Everything all good here, and as I mentioned on the telephone earlier, the aircon condenser had been recently replaced, so aircon is now good, cold, and as it should be. And then the rest really is as you would expect to see. The centre console obviously with your stop start button at the top, obviously your gear lever or gear changer, whatever you want to call it, which pops up in the centre there, and then handbrake, which is electric of course, or electronic, as you know. If I turn off, you'll see obviously the retracting gear lever. So I'll come round and back out of the car, because there's nothing else really to report in here. Again, little bit of, not even really wear, but there is obviously some slight discolouring on the door handle if you're going to be ultra fussy. Coming round, so you've then got obviously the offside rear quarter. Again, there's nothing I can sort of tune into here that, you know, sort of scratching or anything similar. Rear bumper, corner is again good, nothing to focus on. And if you look just here, you've got offside rear tyre tread, again all good. Just coming round, I've always got rear sensors, as you're aware. You've got rear camera, which is at the top, just there of course. Again, all works and all good. There's a tiny little mark, I think, just about there. That will probably polish, to be fair, so we will have a go at that. And again, just along there. Coming round, so you've got near side rear quarter. This has probably had some, I would say, some paint in the past, not in our time, but certainly prior to us receiving the car. But not bad, and doesn't stand out too much. Again, you've got tyre tread, which is obviously all very sensible and quite high. Coming along, nothing really to report or tune into on the near side rear wing, with the exception of there's a tiny little mark, you'll see just there, and then one just about there, which looks like it's been touched in previously. Wheels are all in decent order. This is probably the one of the four that's got the most marks. They are very, very light and could probably be touched in, with the exception of, if you look down there about 5:30, 6 o'clock, there's a little bit of corrosion right on the very, very edges there. Passenger door, all good. Door edge, there's a couple of tiny little chips. You may not even see those on the video, to be fair. But a couple of tiny little chips just there, but otherwise all good. Passenger seat, very, very good order. You'll see there, obviously, no markings, no scuffs, or anything even remotely similar. So all in very, very good order accordingly. And then I will just whiz along, not that anyone's going to use these very often, I'm sure, but you have got rear seats, of course, for shorter people. And those seats are in good order. In fact, I don't think in the last 3 years, certainly, we've had any we sit in those seats ourselves. And the car does have a set of tailored Jaguar mats, which I think we purchased when we bought the car. Passenger seat is also electrically controlled from the door panel on the passenger side. Apologies. So, we've got a passenger door. Again, there's no parking dents. There is something there that I think has been touched in previously, which you'll probably just about make out there. But you know, nothing you wouldn't expect really on a car of its age. The offside front wing, also in good order, so not scratched or scuffed at all. There are, however, a couple of marks on this bumper here. Now, some might polish, some might not, with all due respect. When you're here physically with the car, they don't kind of shout at you, but they are there. So, you know, that's so you're aware. And then again, last tyre, so tyre number 4, again, very, very good tread, good order. Look, that's an honest walk around of the car. Should there be anything else that you require, please feel free to let us know. I hope that the video hasn't obviously put you off, and that you're still keen to view the car for yourself. You know where we are, number 0208 764 4040, or contact us on the sales email. Thank you.